Welcome to the Ultimate Love Toolkit. This is the second part of the series. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and in honor of Valentine's Day, we have a love potion for you. It's magical, and this love potion, though, it doesn't need to just be used on Valentine's Day. We encourage you to use it all year round in your relationships. So stick around to get the ingredients. To get the love conversation going, we talked about romantic movies, and a lot of them were up for debate. Romance could be interpreted as romantic and lovey-dovey, or a little bit stalkerish and creepy-ish. We also asked what was the most romantic gesture that you have done for somebody, and that kind of put us in the same conundrum. The question was, can you romance someone you don't love? So it kind of got us into this semantics, what does romance mean? And it's, is it the same as love and lust and sexy, infatuation? There's a bunch of words that a lot of times get used interchangeably, and the conclusion we draw from there is the power of communication. Be sure that you and your partner talk about how you define words in your relationship, so you're always speaking the same language. So what's not semantics is our love potion. This is a universal recipe for all healthy relationships. Because Valentine's Day is right around the corner, we want to do this, show you how the ingredients relate to intimate partnerships. See what I did there? I didn't use romantic. Let's talk about these ingredients. There's 5 ingredients that make this recipe for you. I will say they're used in equal parts, and there's no substitutions. The first ingredient is trust. And trust means that you and your partner are free and safe to be your authentic self. So what does that look like in the relationship? Basic examples: respecting boundaries without pressuring each other or one or the other to change their mind. The second ingredient is forgiveness. Forgiveness is to give for the relationship to grow. So what does that look like in a relationship? It looks like you acknowledging that your feelings were hurt, you receiving or accepting an apology from your partner, and then moving forward without holding a grudge or looking into the past or continuing to hold that against your partner. And you move forward because you trust your partner is going to be changing their behaviors, and you have to do the same. This isn't one-sided that just your partner is doing this. The next ingredient is integrity. Integrity is to be honest and authentic, even when no one is watching. So what does that look like in a relationship? This is, if I'm exclusive in a partnership, that I'm going to act like I'm exclusive when I'm out and about without my partner. I see this, that sometimes when we're mad, we might pretend we're not in a partnership, or we might seek validation elsewhere. So this ingredient is important because it takes us back to forgiveness, and then it takes us back to the trust. So you see how they're all kind of working together and all in equal parts. The next ingredient is hope. And hope is seeing the potential in the relationship and believing the future is going to be better as we grow together in the partnership. What does this look like in a relationship? Hope, to me, is about values, and it's making sure your values match in that partnership. So this has lots of different examples, but something obvious and easy, I guess, is if I like to travel and I want to be in a variety of cities and work remotely, and my partner is a homebody and not able to join me, do we have a future together? Is this a hopeful partnership? So it's being aware of our values and expectations in a relationship. The last ingredient is compassion. Compassion is accepting myself and my partner exactly as we are. So what does this look like in a relationship? This is expectations. Maintain realistic expectations. Acknowledge that your partner is human. We're humans, and humans are going to make mistakes. We're going to get our feelings hurt. Things are going to happen, which, then we have our communication skills to take us back to the top and incorporate the other 5 ingredients. This is yummy stuff, right? How do we know when this potion is potent enough to say I love you? This is the magic ingredient, the one that's kind of going to make or break all things, and that is self-worth. Without self-worth, we're just stirring things up. I personally looked at my past relationships from the lens of self-worth and all of these ingredients, and I can see where I weaken the formula, and I'm going to share with you. So, I did not like myself, and so if I don't like myself, I can't be authentic, which means there's no trust. I used to love holding grudges. They were my favorite. I wanted to, not let them go, which that means there's no forgiveness. I would get super insecure, so then I would flirt and want to get, validation elsewhere and not really disclose to people that I was in an exclusive partnership. So where's the integrity? I like to settle for people that were emotionally unavailable and people that can never match my values. That's not very hopeful. And last, I had really, really high standards and expectations for partners. Not that I put them on a pedestal, but I just expected a lot out of them, or expected them to be beyond human. And I was constantly disappointed. There was no compassion and no unconditional love, so to speak. So, low self-worth is painful. And the good news is that I definitely learned from all these experiences, and I know that you can too. And I think that with enough batches, we're all going to get the potion right. In the meantime, it's important to commit to loving yourself and treating yourself with the respect that you deserve. I like to close all of our videos with some challenges for you. And I like to have you try at home some of the things that we talk about in this workshop. And so I want to see how potent your love potion actually is. So our first challenge is to pull out the recipe and use it as a checklist. If you're in a relationship, review it with your partner. Are you guys falling short in certain areas? Do you need a dash more of trust or a splash of integrity? Talk about it together and see where you're at and how this recipe, are you in with equal parts? If you're single, you can apply the challenge in the same way. Maybe review past relationships like I did and see where my self-worth was interfering, and what you want to do differently for future relationships. Challenge 2 is looking at the love potion to see how you can treat yourself with love and kindness a little more. So go down the checklist again and look at ways that you trust yourself. Do you trust yourself? Describe how you might trust yourself. Look at ways you forgive yourself. Go through and find times that you've forgiven yourself. Look at ways that you're, being authentic and honest with yourself. And ask her, are you living your best life? And if you're not living your best life, what might be interfering? Where could you sprinkle a little more love or self-worth into your love potion? Challenge 3 is hard, because after you're looking at your love potion checklist, and if you find that your potion is a little weak, look at what you're willing to do about it. And the scary part is sometimes it's leaving those relationships that are weakening our potion. So be true to you, be honest with yourself, and really look at what you're willing to do. And this is difficult. All of these challenges are very difficult, and that's why I'm here for you. I would love to coach you. I'm a confidence coach, I'm a relationship coach, and here to support you on your self-worth journey. So please reach out on any of our platforms, and I'd be happy to connect with you. We also have Discord, so if you're just looking to connect with like-minded people, please join our community there. And thank you for watching. We have another video as part of this series, and we look forward to seeing you again. Good luck on the challenges.